How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. This is going to be day 11 in our Ultimate Guide series, and there are a lot of really important things to talk about, including updates to the Clotho supply pod, as well as password chips and ciphers, so that's going to be very important, and a bunch of other good stuff that's going to be useful even beyond day 11 going into the future, so make sure to check that out. Let's go ahead and start with our speedrun daily checklist. The first thing you want to do when you log in today is going to be your bounties. Make sure you're getting those done every day because that's free XP as well as rolls, so you're going to make sure you want to get that done. Next, we have the main story. Let's talk about that. The main story is going to end on the Arniel Fortress, and you are going to be stuck for 43 hours, so that means we won't get another one until Monday, which is also going to be the next level cap, so we're going to have a bit of a break here in terms of that, so you're going to be able to reach level 44 today, so we'll get into that as we go on. I do want to say that in the main story quest, if you do go ahead and do it here, the second fortress for the Ida is going to be called the Ordnance Factory. There are 3 hidden chests that do not glow inside of there, and they contain weapon augment materials, so you're going to make sure you want to pick those up. So it's called the Ida Ordnance Factory. Make sure you check those out, and you'll see glowing supply pods, and there's going to be non-glowing ones. There's 3 non-glowing ones in there, so make sure you grab those. The next thing we have on our checklist is going to be the runes. The runes have 2 more unlocked, and at this point I went ahead and did my runes, cashed in on that XP, which helped me get to 44, which was fantastic. So we are going to have access to E02 on easy mode, and we are also, that's going to give like some Colossus arm shards, so I was really happy about that, as well as 200 purple dust, and then we also have AO3 on hard difficulty, which will give you hand cannon shards. Not the best, but hey, we'll take it as long with the purple dust as well, so not too shabby all in all. Then we're going to go into our Mia's Kitchen. You're going to probably want to save this for your Bygone Phantasm push today, so make sure you're using that power up when you get stuck on a hard floor in the Bygone Phantasm, because you need to start wrapping that up because it's Saturday. We're only going to have today and tomorrow, and we're not going to get any stronger once you're level 44 and capped, so just keep that in mind that you need to get that done before Monday. After that, we do have some changes to Vitality. We now have a new mission, Joint Operation 5, and as you can see, this mission is giving a King and a Crow Matrix SSR chance, so it could be very tempting to go ahead and do Joint Op 5 now. You can do it. I'm not going to hold you back, but I will say that it gets better if you wait until 50. You will be able to get a gold item, and that's going to be very important, and if you can somehow manage to wait all the way to 60, you're going to get 2 gold items, so it's going to be your personal choice on how long you want to wait, because this is not guaranteed every time, but you just have a chance to get these. So if you want to start working towards that gold gear, you can. But I will say that gold gear you will get a lot of in the end game, right? You're going to have a lot of different pieces of it. So it's probably not the end of the world if you were to start trying to get some of these SSR chips, and especially if you need purple gear from this area and you don't have the dust to afford it. But that's probably going to be what you're looking at there. So up to you on the join opt. You can possibly do it. Everything else is exactly the same. So just looking at 3-star Stargates, and that's pretty much it, if not Dimensional Trial or Space Time, depending on what you need, whether it's money or weapon upgrade materials. And then let's talk about that level cap. So that level cap today is 44. You can max out your experience, and it was actually a lot easier to get this XP since we had saved our main story from yesterday. The main story is giving massive experience. It was not doing that in closed beta. It was getting 130,000 experience per like part complete of it. I think I got like 3 claims on it, so it gave me like 390k XP, which was pretty much a full level. So that was crazy that we saved that the other day. So that will help you get up to cap really easy. So I'm already set to go for tomorrow. Like, I know it's not going to increase tomorrow, but I'm good. Like, I don't even need to cash in. I got a lot of vitality I could spend. I got a lot of bounties, and I'm pretty set. So I think our XP requirement is going to get a little bit more relaxed as we go on here, because it looks like the story is giving a phenomenal amount of XP and some other factors that seem to be slightly different. So I think we'll be okay getting XP cap every day as long as we're doing all of our bounties and doing all of our vitality, making sure we spend and we're on top of that. We'll see if that changes in the future, but hopefully for now it's about the same. Okay, once we've done all that, we have our extra daily checklist. You're going to go ahead and start with your training. My training today, again, was this stupid burger maze. I hate this thing. Oh my gosh. Do you guys have problems with this still? Let me know down below, because I keep dropping this ball off the edge when it gets to the open end. I'm so impatient for these type of things. It definitely ruins me for sure. But the other one was speed training for me. It was very easy. I do enjoy these speed training runs. They're definitely quite nice. After that, we're going to go ahead and make sure you guys get your daily gifts. Go to the black market, talk to Hopkins, and get the mystery box, as well as Cetus Island and the claw machine 3 times on the play so that you can get the max gift level there. We are getting very close to having 4K gift resonance, so we will be able to awaken the final stage of one character if you've been doing everything every day and saving everything here pretty soon. I don't know when exactly. I'm going to try to calculate it up and total it tonight when I do the stream, but we'll see how it goes. Then after that, make sure you do your Hykros Farm, so make sure you're going to Hykros and you do your machine part farm, because getting all the machine parts in this loop is very nice, because you get a lot of blue items, purple items, as well as green items. So just search those trash cans, search those servers and those little power boxes, and that'll give you a nice yield there. Once you've done that, make sure you are maintaining your vehicles still. I have 3 vehicles now, and they're all at like level 44, 45, 46, so they're roughly in that area. I'm starting to run out of parts with 3 vehicles, so the machine part farm is real. I am going to be trying to get these other 2 mounts here, and I do have the unicorn mount. I'm just waiting on the timer for the Warren thing to cash in. So once I get that, I'll have another vehicle to manage, and then the gladiator mount at the end of the season. That'll be another one. So machine part is going to be a big endeavor. Just keep that in mind. Following that, make sure you check out the shop for your free box every day for the daily reward, as well as in the hot section, you want to get that vitality solution for 50 dark crystals if you're a free-to-play player. And if you are a dolphin, you could get the 100 one, as well as a whale. And if you're a giga whale, you can get the 2 extra 200s after that, but just hold tight on that. So in addition to that, we also are now going to give a friendly reminder on support points. Make sure you guys are cashing in on those every day. 1,500 is the cap, and just remember that you're going to need enough to at least get these joint supply chips. And if you can work towards the black nucleus, especially as a free-to-play player, and the gold, that's really going to help you out. It's going to go a long way, so it just depends on how much time you have to do that. World bosses is the best source, and then after that, probably just queuing joint operation and helping random people clear it by not opening any boxes. That's going to be your go-to solution for that. So once that is all done, let's talk about the new stuff. What is new? What is new right now? What do we have to do? So it looks like the Bygone Phantasm has, sorry, not Bygone Phantasm, the Wormhole has reset. Man, other ladder, you know. The Wormhole has reset, and now we are in the unlimited play mode type thing, so you will be able to clear this again an additional time, and every time you clear it, you're going to get 20 crystals, like the purple crystals. So you'll get 160 total. There's 8 levels that you can re-clear, and then we're just waiting on the Wormhole level 50 to unlock here in the future. The shop did not reset for the Wormhole, so when you go to like the hot shop for the free box and the 450 box that the dolphins and whales are getting, this did not reset, so this is just a one-time thing. We're gonna have to wait until the next one, following up with the higher level difficulties. With wormholes out of the way, I wanted to give a very important update on password chests. So the way password chests are working, and you can find this out if you go to any gear piece, you can take a look and see that you can actually get purple gear out of password chests once you're level 45 and above. And the same is going to be for gold gear. The level requirement is going to be level 55. So ideally, making sure, you know, like we talked about, holding those purple chips, holding those gold chips till your level appropriate is going to be the way to go. The blue chips can possibly give it, but to be honest, your odds are pretty much astronomically low. So blue chips are more okay to spend, especially if you're trying to hit a weekly bonus like this password chest thing and you generate more weekly chips out of it. That's probably not too bad. I have quite a few chips myself. I have like 40 blues. I have all my purples, so like 30 purples, and then I have quite a few golds, but I did use some to gain some advantage. It's like a Bygone Phantasm push, and if you want to do that, that's okay with you. There's many more of those in the future, so don't feel like, oh no, I made a massive mistake. It's not like that. It's just, hey, in the future, kind of start saving these things, because you can get better gear and different things from there, and you'll have more options to choose from. Hopefully you get like crit pair of boots or something like that. So with that covered, we're going to talk about the Frontier Clash. The Frontier Clash should be reset on today. You will have an extra charge since it is Saturday. So what I went ahead and did was I cashed in both of my Frontier Clash because I was hoping to get purple gear to power myself up enough to clear the highest floor of Phantasm this week. You can choose to save one of yours if you want, but I would definitely aim to go for some of these. And also keep in mind that at level 50, the Frontier Clash should start giving gold gear, legendary gold gear. So that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. If you want to stockpile like one or so, you can try to do that, but just be careful that you don't approach your maximum cap and stuff for the weekly things. Once you have those, now we got the hot topic here. I know everybody was talking about it. They're like, nah, man, the Clotho supply pod, it doesn't reset. It doesn't reset. It does reset. It reset for me. Here it is. It is completely reset now at the end of day 10, as we thought it would do. This time it is giving me matrices chips. So there is an option here. You can get gold nucleus. You can get matrices chips. I think it's random. Some of my other clan members, crew members have been getting the gold nucleus ones. So it's just RNG based on what you get. And what we're speculating now is that when you wait till it goes free, you will get a certain amount per month. And that amount should be about 20. You're going to get 20 rolls per month for free. So if you're a free-to-play player, I would definitely recommend that. If you are a dolphin, you could probably still go that route, but if you're a whale, getting this 80% off might not be a bad idea because you can get a new set faster. And I would assume that the same logic would apply to the other discounts, but I'll see. I don't think so, because I think that the Clotho thing only resets on the end of the 10th day, right? So you can get a slight discount. So the math here is something like, hey, you're spending 900 dark crystals to get an extra set of 10, either gold nucleus or gold Clotho supply pod chips. So if that's worth it for you as a whale, for me, that's kind of worth 900 for 10 matrix chips is good, since I buy 10 matrix chips for 1080 from the weekly thing every week. I do that anyway, so that's a decent deal for me. So that's going to be the update on what it is. But if you don't want to spend your dark crystals, you want to spend it later for limited banners, and you're not a big spender, definitely recommend that free. So just hold on to what you got there. All right, with that out of the way, let's talk about that Monday weekly reset again. Make sure you are climbing your Bygone Phantasm ladder, because it is going to be resetting on Monday. So you're going to get rewards calculated based on where you are. So you're going to want to go ahead and check where you are, see what your competition's looking like. And today you're going to make your finalized push on Saturday and Sunday, because we are now max level for the week. We won't get another level increase until Monday. And you should have purple gear from the Clash. You can go ahead and spend some of your purple crystals in the store to get the Clash or the purple gear that you do not have. Right? Do your Clash first, see what pieces you get, and then buy the purple stuff and see what that gets you to. And then we'll talk a little bit about that gear too, because I know people are talking about advancement, and I wonder what happens. So let's go ahead and check out the advancement for the gear right now. As you can see, I have a few pieces in here, and I also have a few pieces for blue. So a normal blue is going to give me 200 experience towards this. If I upgraded to 1 star on the blue, it's going to give me 500. But I spent 370 XP on this item to level it up to 1 star, and it is a base blue item, so that's 200. So I spent 570 in total. So I did lose a small chunk of experience for upgrading that star and feeding it into another piece. And the same can be applied with this 3-star boot. It did cost me quite a bit to get it up there. I think it was like 370, then like 460 or something, and then another like 400 or 500. So I definitely lost out on experience. So don't make that same mistake. I would wait a little bit, at least till you get purple gear, to start advancing your gear. And when you get purple gear, you can start advancing it if you want to climb in the Bygone Phantasm a lot higher. So for me, that's worth it. But if you really want to min max and you want to save all your stuff to the gold gear and then push it in, you can. But keep in mind that you're going to be getting different gold gear a lot. So you're going to be getting a gold gear piece, and you might think it's really good. You're going to upgrade it, and then, oh no, you get another gold gear piece, but this one has crit and attack on it. So you're really going to want that one. So that's going to give you, like, you're going to end up doing this regardless, and there will be plenty of gold gear pieces down the line, as well as purple and blue gear that you can use as fodder. And in addition to that, you're going to be getting these crystals for many events and different things, and also these green ones and white ones are completely farmable in the open world. You can get them from killing those electric, fire, and ice rocks that you have to trigger and hit 5 times. You can get them to pop out of there. You get them from boxes and sometimes enemies. So you will be able to just hard free-to-play farm these if you want. That is something that you can do. So don't be too scared about advancing your gear. But I would recommend purple and above if you're somebody who's pushing Bygone Phantasm. If you're not pushing the Bygone, you could definitely just wait to gold and get max value, but at some point you're probably going to waste some XP, and that's okay. Don't be too worried about it. Once we have that covered, I do want to put out an issue for the weekly activity. Make sure you are getting these done, because as you can see, the password chests are rewarding free chips that you would not get otherwise. I think going up to opening 10 password chests is worth. Now I have a 20 mission for just 2 chips, and I'm debating on that. Do I want to open a little more? I'm probably going to do it for science to be the guinea pig, and I'm going to see how it feels, and I'm also going to see if it goes up another rank, if it says, hey, let's get 30. But if you do open these password chests, make sure you're only opening the blue ones, because like we said, you can get better gear as you get higher level with those purple and gold chips. And then the other ones are all pretty completable. It's just like things like kill enemies and spend vitality. Go ahead and do the interstellar exploration or the dimensional trial. So you just diversify there. Make sure you've done your void rift and your wormhole and your frontier clash. Make sure you're capitalizing on this, because all these weapon batteries, matrix packs, the cash here, the gold, all that's going to make a difference in the long run. It's pretty good. And you can also get things like ore shards and different things down the line, which will definitely be useful when we get into the purple versions of those. So that's going to be very important. On another note, we also have the Wanderer's Log unlocked for Chapter 10. You will be able to fully complete Chapter 9 and every other chapter before that if you choose to do so, but we will be stuck on Chapter 10 with the level 48 cap, so that's going to be probably Wednesday when we'll hit that cap. And then you can also clear a joint Operation 5. You can choose to use your vitality or just not. That can also be something you do. So either way, that'll be okay on that part. Once you've done all of that, remember to hit the daily, or not the daily, the long-term goals. So you want to farm for mounts. You want to start getting those mounts unlocked so you can do vehicle maintenance. You want to start farming your machine parts, because you're going to need a lot of those. You want to start farming your achievements and your map zone completion, like these things now. You can start getting towards there. And since our XP is looking pretty good, honestly, guys, you might be able to do some of these supply pods. You could hold tight if you want to for the higher XP levels, and we'll see. But you could do some of the earlier supply pods like Astra and stuff like that to get a little bit of an advantage if you want to 100% the zone and get all that. But remember, save these things for when you don't have something to do in those in-between days, because we're on that like 2-day cycle for 2 levels, right? So that'll give you something to do, as well as side quests or something you could consider to kind of fill that gap in that time. With the long-term stuff. And then finally, I wanted to talk about one last thing. I am hearing some rumors that summer might get a little breezy. So we could have some cool events coming up. And if you take a look at a female character's point of view in the game, and I think even some of the male characters, if you go to the outfit section, you should be able to see some of the summer shop items coming up. I think there's bikinis and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, if you're into that waifu lifestyle, then that might be the thing for you to check out and go ahead and take a look for. All right, that's going to be it for this one, everyone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if this information helped you at all whatsoever. We will also be live streaming tonight at 6 p.m. EST, and another video will be coming out today as well at 5 p.m. EST, so make sure to check out both of those, and feel free to ask me any questions that you need, and we will also be trying to do some Frontier Clash carries tonight on the live stream, so hopefully that will help people out, make sure they get their 5-star chests and all those goodies. So I appreciate everyone for sticking through and watching all of these guys. As always, it shows me a lot of love and appreciation, and it really motivates me to continue doing what I'm doing. So thank you for everyone who has membered to the channel, subbed, and donated. I definitely appreciate that. That's going to be it for this one, everyone. Take care, and we will see you in the next video.